What is something most people need to hear but no one has the guts to tell people? The video you're showing me isn't funny. I would never say it, but God, I hate fake laughing for 4 minutes. Oh, that one, I saw that one. Gets me out of it every time. I tell my sister I didn't want to hang out with you to look at a bunch of random shit on your phone. Like, we have a group text with me and her and our mutual friends where we send random shit to each other all the time, and I like perusing that at my leisure, but I hate being sat down and told to look at this for 20 minutes. I'll be like, you get 2 minutes. Otherwise I actually want to enjoy your company. It takes the sting off of being incredibly blunt when you tell them you legitimately want to spend time with them and not their phone. You have to be self-aware about when you do this stuff too though. I don't show people pics/videos, but I am super into hockey and most of my friends vaguely pay attention because they know I love it, but they don't care that much. So I say, alright, something cool happened at the game yesterday, just listen to me for 2 minutes and then I'll shut up about it. They indulge me briefly. No. Some people are socially anxious and can be extremely compliant. Saying no won't hurt someone's feelings most of the time. I hate that most people seem to take no as an offense. At least, anytime I've just told someone no, they always look shocked like I just threw crap at them or something. Not everyone wants to be your friend. Nice does not mean loyalty. This goes double for coworkers. I take everything so personally, and it's been so bad I've had to leave positions out of perceived hatred by my coworkers. How do you disconnect and accept that some people dislike you and still see them all day every day? Definitely depends on the work environment, but I'd say find yourself one buddy and take pride in your work and just kind of get lost in it for however many hours you work. But all you really need is one good work buddy. Who cares if everyone else stinks? I can see your butt crack when you sit down or stand up. They know. They don't care. Look at IT. You need to bathe regularly. And brush your teeth, please. Bad breath is so common. I don't care if your breath smells like onion or garlic, but can't stand that fermented morning breath thing some people nurse through the day. Fun fact. It's not always oral hygiene causing that. Some people have stank coming up from their gut, and some people have drainage at night that sits in their throat that coats the back of the mouth/throat with nastiness. Someone can get compliments from their dentist but still have bad breath. Some people aren't fit to be parents. Just started working at a daycare a couple weeks ago, and yeah, it's really heartbreaking watching shitty parents ruin a good kid. It's okay to struggle with your mental health, but it's important that you get help for it in whatever way is best for you. It's not your fault, but it is your responsibility. I have a friend who uses mental health as an excuse for some poor behavior but will not do anything to help it. She has every means available to her as well, upper middle class, insurance, job with set hours and plenty of vacation and personal days, etc. Still, she just wants to be excused for things she says/does when she's upset. Shut up and let people finish their sentences. Stop interrupting. There is only one occasion it's okay to interrupt someone. And that's when that someone is a conversation dominator who literally will not stop the flow of words from their mouth to let anyone else participate. Especially when in a group setting. I have a friend who does this, and if we don't interrupt her then it becomes a never-ending reel of just her voice all night, and she expects everyone to listen. Yeah, no thanks, I'ma cut you off right there and see how everyone else is doing. This is apparently an ADHD thing. I do it all the time. I interrupt to finish their sentences. I think it's a form of active listening when you've got ADHD. Look how well I'm listening. I can tell how this sentence will end. If I'm not actively engaged in some way, my attention disappears and I've been nodding and looking at the person's mouth, but nothing has sunk in. It's super rude, I know that, but I can't stop. Every selfish act you do is affecting another person, or another living thing, in a negative way. You cut in line, you leave a shopping cart in the parking space, you littler makes another person's life just that much harder. You block the entire aisle at Costco when you're excited about a sample while the rest of us are trying to get by. Move your ass, I'm trying to get to a 5-gallon bucket of maple syrup. Just because you have a position of authority, it does not mean you have the right to be rude to everyone beneath you. Sometimes people use respect to mean treating someone like a person, and sometimes they use respect to mean treating someone like an authority, and sometimes people who are used to being treated like an authority say if you won't respect me I won't respect you, and they mean if you won't treat me like an authority I won't treat you like a person. Please go home from the party. I hate hosting and people won't leave. I just tell them that I'm past my shelf life. I'm going to bed. Keep the noise down. I don't love you anymore. Seriously, if that's true, tell the person and don't string them along for years in a sham of a relationship just because you don't have the guts to tell the truth. Always be doing exactly what you want with the person you want to be with. Sort of true, but what our culture often calls love is a terrible basis for a long-term relationship. There are moments you might hate your spouse. There are times you'll want to run. If it lasts and lasts after years of honest communication and attempts to fix stuff, that's one thing. If you think you're always going to feel a strong and clear physical and emotional attraction to someone, well, you're not. Love is a commitment to action, not a feeling. Just because you had a bad upbringing doesn't excuse you being a dick to other people. Or even just because you had a bad day/week/month. Everyone deals with shit happening to them, so no one deserves to have to deal with a shitty attitude because you're having a tough time lately. When your significant other is cheating on you. Back when an ex-girlfriend of mine was cheating on me, a bunch of people knew, but only one guy actually told me, and I very much appreciated that. Have you ever tried telling someone their significant other is a toxic piece of work? Because what happens is that psychologically, you've now questioned the intelligence of the person dating them, and their ego reflexively kicks in, they double down, they do not listen to what you have to say, and you could have spent this time better by talking to a brick wall. Why didn't anyone tell me? Look me in the eye and tell me you would have taken what we had to say at face value, without defaulting to defending her. Yay, alright. That's why. If we're standing in line at the post office and you absolutely must listen to a video on your phone, please put on headphones. No one else wants to listen to your political talk show or Jim Rome's hot take on the Browns' offensive play calls. Seriously. How did anyone come to think it's okay to have your phone making noise in a public setting? I hear guys watching videos on the can at work. I had a guy playing some stupid catching game in the doctor's office waiting room. Chew with your mouth closed. It's considered rude to say this to someone, but they really need to hear it. I'd want someone to tell me. If for some reason you always find yourself surrounded by drama/a-holes/jerks etc., it's pretty likely you're the problem. I can't stand people that have drama, just follow them around everywhere and don't realize it's because they're just an entitled asshole. Do they really not realize that there's a common variable in all those situations, and it's them? To shut up during a movie. And put your damn phone away. I didn't spend almost $20 on a ticket to see you answering text messages, taking pictures, playing games, and overall ruining the experience. You really should not have kids. I got into a fight with a guy I know because of this. Fine, you want to be a dad at 21 while being part of a startup we are going. Coolish. When you get the child and turn 22, and soon after are like yeah we have another one in the oven, okay bro. Crap income, crap education, the poorest part of the country, your girlfriend doesn't work either. Why would you totally ruin those children and give them the same life as yourself? Like, everybody lives around here, cause it's a Nordic country with free healthcare and social security, but there is definitely a difference between the quality of life to be had. I'm like 99.9% they will do another one eventually someday in the future. Also with the first girlfriend ever, the only true love. Add 2 vehicles and a gigantic, rented, house with no insulation on top. The biggest of size. Your MLM is just a thinly disguised pyramid scheme and it will never make you rich and you're an idiot for falling for it. You are in no way a small business owner. Not for most people, but the people who need to hear it really need to hear it. I've even told this directly to my cousin and she just doubles down. She believes pseudoscience crap too. Ask her how much profit she's made, and when she expects to pay off her initial investment. If it's not a scam, she shouldn't be in the red, right? It's also something where she probably doesn't have an answer prepared or burned into her head by the head Ponzi. Who you are is not who you are doomed to be. I love that my parents made me like this, I can't help it. Yes, you can, stop being an asshole and stop using your parents as an excuse for it.